Everytown for Gun Safety, an advocacy group that opposes gun violence, called on YouTube to enforce its own policies against Vickers and other creators of gun content. YouTube, quote, YouTube is a cesspool of violent and irresponsible gun content, Justin Wagner, Senior Director of Investigations at Everytown, said in a statement to NBC News. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I've got to share with you this Sunday morning is a breaking article coming from NBC. Now, they are targeting pro-2A YouTube channels through the media and trying to put pressure on YouTube to do something about yours truly and all of us in this entire space for freedom. Everything that I'm about to show you is going to be linked in the description box below. Please send this out, and make no mistake, guys, nothing happens by coincidence. Nothing is by accident. Everything that we cover has direct lines to something much deeper, which I'm about to show you right now. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on, because you never know that algo shenanigans that we deal with if you've been unsubscribed or they just don't want you to. But thank you for that consideration. All right, my brothers and sisters, listen. This is something that is a consistent theme that pops up again and again and again. When you look at gun control legislation, before they introduce anything, they always float the ideas in the media. The media kind of runs the point for the Democratic politicians. We saw for the last 2 to 3 years, every single time something was going to drop, the media came out across all the media boards and said, hey, what about gun control? Hey, what about this? Hey, this is a problem. And it was all consistent. And all of a sudden, wouldn't you know it, Democrats released a policy that is exactly what they were writing about. Well, we've seen something similar with YouTube a few times. Check this out. A popular gun influencer conspired to illegally import machine guns. He still has a home on YouTube. Gun influencer Larry Vickers faces possible prison time after he pleaded guilty to a conspiracy to import machine guns. Online, his star hasn't fallen. Well, that subtitle right there, obviously they want that star to fall. This is what I'm about to show you. Everything is not what it seems, okay? This is not just NBC thinking, hey, I really want to do a piece because I'm inquisitive on how YouTube works. Nah, let me show you how Everytown has its hooks all in this. They are declaring a battlefront. That's what they're doing. All right. This came February 18th, 2024. Larry Vickers, a popular creator of YouTube gun videos, may get a prison sentence after he pleaded guilty in October to 2 federal crimes, including a conspiracy to import illegal machine guns. But his admissions of guilt have done relatively little to dent his profile on YouTube, Facebook, or any of the other internet platforms that helped make Vickers famous within the online gun community. He's still posting updates to his fan base of 415,000 followers on Facebook, while he awaits sentencing, and hundreds of videos featuring him using various machine guns are still available on YouTube. You see where they're going with this? He committed a crime, so therefore he should be verboten. He should not be allowed to have any platform. He can't talk about anything. They're using this and the Hoover conviction, which we're about to cover in a second, to go after gun channels on YouTube. They're all within policy. Trust me, I live in this world. But they're trying to put pressure on it again. They are trying to basically choke off the source of information. This is an all-out war that they have declared. All right, and wait until Everytown comes in, because they're coming right now. All right, as of a few days ago, by the way, if you follow this sounds very familiar to when they did it last time to us. As of a few days ago, YouTube was still running pre-roll advertisements on his videos, according to a review by NBC News. On Friday, after questions from NBC News, YouTube said in a statement that it had suspended Vickers' YouTube channel from its paid partner program, meaning the channel could no longer make money on the platform. YouTube cited a policy requiring paid creators to remain responsible online and offline to avoid behaviors that harms others. The company said such behavior by paid creators is rare. Now, to their credit, they said it was rare. But online and offline, you understand what that means? That means that if you do something on Instagram that they don't like, or you do something on a news platform that they don't like, or they don't like what you said, because you impacted harm on their user base because of your connection and affiliations, now your channel is demonetized, or now your channel is deleted. Understand, online and offline, that's what that means. Okay, so I don't love that, by the way, but anyway, let's continue. Quote, this is YouTube, if we see that a creator's on and or off platform behavior harms our users, community, employees, or ecosystem, we may take action to protect this community, the policy says, pointing to fraudulent or deceptive behavior as one example. Yeah, okay. Well, What they're doing, make no mistake, NBC is citing existing policy. They're trying to put pressure on YouTube to do these things to the gun tubers, and because that's what they do. They are trying to get these things gone. And wait until I show you what the quote is from Everytown for gun safety. YouTube is the most used social media app in the US and has a large gun culture featuring people sometimes known as gunfluencers. Social media stars and would-be stars promote the firearms and gun accessories, often in partnership with gun manufacturers. I can tell you firsthand, you don't promote guns or manufacturers in that regard because it's explicitly against the rules of YouTube and you will get smoked. That's a bit of a BS statement. NBC is alleging that all these gunfluencers, as they would call them, are selling like links to guns and stuff. I promise you, from the inside, I can tell you, the system would catch that. You would get smoked immediately, and it would be questionable where you would exist. I promise. They don't play around on that stuff. That's why you don't see it on any channels. Anyway, let's continue. Let me show you some backstory, and then Everytown. Oh, Everytown. You'll love this piece. YouTube has faced criticism for years over its handling of gun videos. In 2022, 5 Democratic senators sent a letter to YouTube demanding to know why it wasn't fully enforcing its ban on instructional videos for making firearms, after an NBC News investigation found videos explaining how to assemble ghost guns. Yeah, at the same time, ghost gun legislation was introduced. Think that's coincidence? YouTube said at the time that it removed thousands of harmful or dangerous videos per month, including ghost gun instructional videos, but that the work was ongoing. And here we go. You will always see the monster behind the curtain. Listen to this. Everytown for Gun Safety, an advocacy group that opposes gun violence, called on YouTube to enforce its own policies against Vickers and other creators of gun content. YouTube, quote, YouTube is a cesspool of violent and irresponsible gun content, Justin Wagner, Senior Director of Investigations at Everytown, said in a statement to NBC News. Director of Investigations at Everytown. They have an entire department dedicated to opposition research on YouTubers. Okay, and then they have a line directly to NBC that just happens to be NBC Investigations. You guys smelling what I'm cooking? Because this is what they do. They open salvos, they do artillery, and they have to soften the land up before they make a full push. Something, from what I'm reading here, something doesn't feel right. Something smells like stinky, and that's not great. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.